Hey friends, Junk Man Treasures here for you with a Carousel of Mystery. This is something that I found just this last week, and it's not something that I have ever seen in the wild. And I wanted to show this to you right away because it was so intriguing, and chances are that there are many of you who have never ever seen one of these up close in person, maybe in a YouTube video. I know that I've seen at least one, but not this particular one, I don't think. But here's the close-up of it, and I'm going to give you a zoom out so you can kind of get a good idea of what you're looking at. Oop, wrong way. I'm sure that doesn't help at all, does it? Let's see if we can get the whole thing in the frame here. There we go. And I'm sure many of you are also thinking, what is this thing? Well, this is a Panasonic automatic reverse cassette changer. It looks like you can put up to 20 cassettes into this carousel. This is definitely a vintage device, probably manufactured around the mid 70s, maybe around 74 or earlier. In some of the pictures that I've seen online, there was a smoked plastic cover that covered the cassette area. And then in these two slots, which right now you can't really tell, you could put labels, and they had little inserts in here with little paper things that you could put in there and add labels so you know what cassette is in what slot, so you wouldn't have to guess. In the couple of eBay listings that I came across, people were trying to sell this for a little over $2,000. I imagine that these days they're a bit of a rarity, especially if they do work. But also having one for parts, if you do own one, would be quite a bonus. The actual name of this is the Panasonic RS296 US. Here is a picture of the operating instructions, and you can see it has the cover on it, although in this picture it's kind of hard to tell if it has the smoked cover, but the actual picture that I saw had that. Looked very 70s and the 70s vibe. Okay, well, I'm sure some of you are wondering, does this baby work? Well, I just plugged it in, and I'm going to hit the power, and let's see what happens. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a tiny little amber light on the power button. And I don't have any recorded tapes that I want to destroy, but I do have 2 blank tapes, mainly just to see if the mechanism works. And you can see in the slot here, this is where it loads in. And I'll put another one in next to it. And let's just hit number 1 and try that, and then the other one is number 20. So let's just hit start and see what happens. Well, it seems to be doing something. The tape is completely gone in the slot, so I can't even see it, so I'm not sure where it goes. let's try to reject it. Oh, I was wondering about that. Got it hanging out there a little bit. So it should stop on number 20. It also lights up on each number here. This has got a green light. There's no fast forward on these at all. Okay, I'm going to reject this one and let's see what happens. Well, that one did not have that. So it looks like it will continue to go around if you set it in continuous, looking for a tape. Until I hit stop. Doesn't seem to want to stop. Well, it's trying to do something. And now it's stopped. Well, it seemed to work. The mechanisms work. Obviously, something inside is not super happy, but it drew the tape in. The tape goes inside the slot and goes down, and it closes up. So somewhere inside of here, down below, is where the tape mechanism is. And it gets drawn completely down to where you can't even see it. And then when you hit reject, it slides back and goes up. So this is the slot right here that it plays through. Here is the rear of the device. Power, of course, some sort of remote control connection, and of course the typical line out right and left. And then here's the badge on the back. And it says Matsushita Electric Industrial Company, made in Japan. One thing to note about this device, it does have a headphone jack out, and it has the left and right line out, but there is no volume control on this device. So any volume control would either need to be in the headphone out, or the headphones, or it would need to be plugged into a power amp that has the volume built into that. So it's something to remember if you do ever find one of these, that you will need a power amp to use this, or a volume control in your headphones. Well, that's about it for this device. I hope you enjoyed this look into this Carousel of Mystery, strangeness from the 1970s that probably looked pretty futuristic when it first came out. Imagine loading 20 cassettes in and it plays them automatically. You wouldn't have to think about changing out a cassette for hours and hours and hours. Anyway, if you're curious about this, look it up and find out more information about it. And again, thank you for watching. If you are interested in the kind of things I'm going to show, or just interested in finding out what I'm going to show next, please like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my new releases. Thanks. Have a great day. Peace.